2015 playoffs. One of the coldest games ever. -6 degrees, -25 wind chill. You guys are playing outdoors against the Seahawks. It is a 10-9 game. You guys are driving down. Chip shot, basically an old extra point. Blair Walsh, 33-yard field goal. Shanks it beyond belief. What is the collective mood of the team? Obviously, it's very disappointing, but is it more rage? Do you guys hate Blair Walsh? Like, what? How do you guys react and rebound from that situation?
In that moment on the field?
Yeah.
It was an unbelievable moment. The whole environment was just surreal. Both teams battling it out.
Incredible game.
Incredible game. A lot of big plays as far as very impactful. But Blair had made, I believe, 3 field goals for us in that game. So without his success on those previous kicks, essentially he helped put us in that position. But it was unbelievable that he missed it. Couldn't believe it. But at the same time, things happen. You know, the conditions were
horrible.
Brutal. It was brutal. Some guys even suffered from frostbite on their hands. So it was just, to me, it was just like, it wasn't our time. You know, we had done a ton, and you can't pit the end result of that game on one person.
Yeah.
I look at it and I say he missed the kick, but there were a lot of other plays that have been missed during the games, missed opportunities to really
Then you want to beat him up in the shower. Like, God damn.
Nah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Nah, that's my mindset. I'm a
messing with
team
you, I
player.
get it,
I'm a
yeah.
team player. And the pressure at any moment in a game like that is going to be it's heavy. It's heavy, and it's a team game. If it was all about him missing that field goal, then we wouldn't even be 10 other players out there to just be doing a field goal kickoff and see who wins and who misses. But at the end of the day, I say, you know, we put ourselves in this position or allowed ourselves to get in this position by the plays that we didn't make throughout the game. So once I look at it like that, I can't be mad at one individual player at the end of the game. I look at myself and say, what could I have done more to help the team? And each individual standpoint, what could we have done?
It's a very mature, respectful answer.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest, as a competitor, I'm looking at him like, homie, you got one job, right? And then obviously you're going to hear that, right? Kicker has one job. But I think from times like that, as you just mentioned, you do learn from those losses. You do look back like, you know what, he really didn't lose that game. If we would have executed a lot better in the first half, yada, yada, we could have won that game. But there's still a part of me that I look at Blair Walsh like, homie, I just need you to do one thing. Just get it through the uprights. And I've talked to kickers about this. And so I played with a guy by the name Nick Folk, who was a kicker for the Jets at the time when I was with the Jets. And we talked about the Blair's kick. And he goes, man, as bad as he missed it, kickers live for that moment. He goes, because as a kicker, it's like being a sniper.
Yeah.
They don't call the sniper in to run the tanks. They don't call him in to be the chef. They call him in to make that one kill shot. He goes, so as much as the world hates him, nobody feels as bad as he does. But you know what? He has more confidence in doing it again because how hungry he is to make that kick. And it was great insight for me because Valid, from being a teammate of a kicker, most kickers, like you know, kind of have a little bit of a quirky thing about them. They go about their business. They stretch. They're hella flexible for some reason. They're all over the place. But I remember talking to Nick about that kick. He goes, listen, even though he missed it, I promise you next week he's taking 100 more kicks like that and he'll nail them. That'll never happen to him again because – as a sniper, that kill shot, when you get called to kill, you just want to kill. You just want to nail your target. And so I think a lot of times we take for granted that kickers are dogs too. They do have that kind of dogmatic approach about their job. Yeah. And sometimes we look at them as like, oh, move along. But I'm pretty sure Blair walked away with like, you know what, it won't happen to me again. And that felt good from me from a standpoint because, all right, you're in the trenches with us then. Okay, I'm with it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely good. I mean, you look at kickers, and they do live for that moment.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, and if you're on the basketball court, the moment that you're practicing is fading away, hitting the buzzer. You're not practicing, you know,
layup.
Up 40, 10 minutes left moments. You know, you play the game through your head, and you always make it a close moment, and you always win it. So for a position like that, you have to just sit back and know that person's, that's the moment that they want.